do you think any potential investor from anywhere in the world should look at Africa and the African countries as an option? And if they're not, what do you say to them?
Okay, if they're still not looking now, if anybody in the world exists and they're not looking at Africa, I don't think they can be helped. But those that are looking but are unsure about whether they are looking in the right direction, just have to look at the following things. One is, remember in business growth, you're looking for numbers. Africa has how many people? 1.2 billion people.
Yes.
So it's not a small region.
Yes.
If you look at it as countries, you'll find countries like Lesotho with 2 million, then you won't be encouraged.
Have to look at it.
But if you look at it as a region, you find 1 billion people, 1.2.
Don't look at us as one country.
No, it's not one country either.
Yes.
And therefore, if you're looking for numbers, countries like Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, they have those numbers, upward of 60 million. And you can start there and anchor your business around there. But overall, yes, it's not a country, but it's moving towards regionalization.
Yes. Different zones.
Yeah, so that's number one. And that population is young, which means it will be around for a very long time. And therefore, if you're selling anything, you have a market that you can grow with. Secondly, Africa has a huge backlog in the provision of just about everything.
Yeah.
From infrastructure to services.
So it's ripe for business.
Exactly. It's ripe for innovation.
Wow.
As long as you see that backlog as an opportunity.
Yes.
Number three, it's got resources unmatched. Even after the exploitation, the Berlin Conference dividing this continent into countries and pillaging and taking, there's still so much. Think about how more than 50% of the world reserves of cobalt are in the DRC.
Wow.
The DRC has had diamonds. That Lumumba thing was about diamonds, but it still has cobalt. Cobalt goes into these tablets
that we use.
Lithium oxide batteries, and we still have gold, lots of diamonds, the traditional minerals in the world. But the land that we have is arable, which means food production for countries like China that have lots of people but no land. And agriculture is the future. We have
security.
Exactly. We have water resources to generate electricity to power the whole world. The River Congo, the rivers of Ethiopia, the rivers of Uganda. We have the biodiversity, which makes tourism exciting. We have the long coastline.
South Africa, we've always
used we have a temperate climate. There are no extremes here. Okay, it can be hot, but so
Not
what?
that.
That means you can sell more air conditioners. But it's actually good for a lot of things. Therefore, when you consider all these things, and you look at the fact that, yes, they are still dictators, but they are disappearing. We lost two in 1 year in the SADC region, Mugabe and Dos Santos. They had been in power for more than 35 years each. So governance is taking shape. There are younger presidents who are taking over. People are becoming more conscious. And of course, the advent of mobile telephony, which has made it easier to provide services in health, in education. You can sell anything, mobile banking. So
and we're leapfrogging a lot of
that's what exactly. Mobile telephony allowed us to leapfrog the rest, because where I grew up, there were no telephones. They tried to fit in fixed telephones now, but nobody really is interested. So
everybody
has their mobile phones, and that makes it easier for you to deliver healthcare remotely. It helps you to deliver education, as long as we have the fast connection. And with this fiber optic cables that are in the east and the west, in the Atlantic West African cable system, and the Seacom in the Indian Ocean, as well as the East African submarine system, that gives you an idea.
I'm just shocked that anybody can listen to you and not want to be on this continent. But
unless they have reservations, and they're entitled to. But hey, look at how many nationalities are coming here, from China to Brazil to India, and the traditional Americans are not going.
They'll catch up.
They will catch up.